just fell right between them and hit the floor. Chipotle wins the tip.
That's yeah.
Okiki is
Does that mean free burritos for everybody?
Yes, that's my rule. We just made it up. DME Academy wins the tip in the aforementioned GG battle with the basketball. Battle and DME won the war yesterday against Lehigh. A very fresh St. James Academy. Would you rather be rested or have played yesterday?
Well, I would rather have played yesterday, to be honest, because you're kind of carrying the momentum into this game. But for St. James, it's a team that is used to playing on the road. In fact, they only had 2 home games. Tamika Dudley told us, did you take a look at their starting lineup? Got a couple other players. Denver Carlton committed to Fordham. Morgan State's got Drew Carlton.
GG Banks missed that shot. Right hand from Ashley McCollano. Got a battle of GG's today. GG Battle, GG Banks. And one of them's named Battle. Plenty of plays on words throughout the day, I'm sure. Here's Okiki in the high post. Committed to USC. 6'4" senior could not get that one up. And how about Ster Ubaka from Brazil making her presence known today? Did not see much of her yesterday. She's headed to Vanderbilt.
Yeah, has kind of been out and just limited with her time in practices lately, but no problem today. She's out there, and Coach loves how she's tough. She does a lot of the dirty work for the team, so looking forward to seeing some good screens, good boards. Number 12.
Checking the scoreboard here. It says 0-0. It should be 2-0 DME Academy. Ster Ubaka got a bucket here. Let's
2 little pump fakes to start
work
today. We got the tip, we got the clock. I do like the St. James. That's giving very 90s Georgetown text. The font.
Yeah,
and the,
I like that.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the accent on the side.
And on
what we
the
call
side,
that.
yeah. Looks great.
Yeah.
Well, as they well, they're figuring out this clock here. Here we go. 2-0. And the time is still not right. We'll figure. No, we got morning hiccups here today. Morning hiccups.
Who doesn't need just another cup of coffee here in the morning? Scoreboard is no exception.
Gives us a little time to talk about Sarah Okiki.
Let's do
Part of that elite USC recruiting class. Sanaya Hall, who was excellent at McDonald's All-America game. Just an elite class for Coach Gottlieb there at USC. We see UCLA playing in the Final Four tonight. Might it be USC next year?
I think a lot of people have already penciled that in their bracket, perhaps with pen.
They already have their brackets out for next year? Juju Watkins getting her back, right? Nice floater there by Ashley McCullough. She's a top 50 player in the Super 60. That's the junior class.
Yeah, very athletic player, a good comp for her. Coach Dudley said Jaden Donovan, who's at Duke, of course, was at Sidwell Friends as Okiki. He's a little loose in the paint.
Okiki making her presence known early. It's going to be a tough player to defend. A lot of size there in the post for the Volts.
Yeah, talking to Tamika Dudley before the game, it's like, they're going to throw double teams, different defenders at her, do whatever you can. She felt like in their matchup earlier this year, they did defend well at times, but of course, every team looking for that consistency and ultimately that toughness that it's going to take to get through a game like this.
Tipped out of bounds off the miss from Jordan Jackson. As we look at the number 7 player in the SC Next 100, the 5-star, who has signed with Maryland and Brenda Freeze. That ball nearly tipped away from Cavalcanti. Jess Nunes, now the quick pass. Nice play, good ball movement. As Battle hits the deck, she's got some free throws coming.
I really like the way the guards pass for DME. I think that they are really talented at not only breaking the pressure, but moving into the middle parts of the floor or the baseline, sideline, whatever space is open, the guards are doing a good job of not needing to have the ball to make an impact. And for St. James, if they don't pressure the guards today, Okiki is going to have a field day, and Battle.
Battle's ready to shoot. Look at this. She gets the ball, one dribble, boom.
Bam! I love
that's
that.
As quick of a ritual as you will see.
You make a good point, because when you're at the free throw line, it's all about not thinking, right? You want to totally zone out. So I feel like the more time you spend there dribbling, thinking about it, everybody's looking at you, everybody stops. you're more likely to miss it.
Cody, you're not thinking about it when you catch and shoot, but at the free throw line, you're just so pensive.
Pensive. Oh, okay.
Big word.
Excuse me, thesaurus.
Sorry about that. Pump fake. What a move. Right hand, no good, and a rebound by Ibaka. Good move by McCullough. Could not get that one to fall. Now here's Destoons. Quick pass outside. Battle. How about Ibaka? On the floor. Gets that one to Destoons. Open three. Gigi Banks. Oh, that's creative. Couldn't get it to fall. Had that SC top 10 written all over it.
Yeah, did a little windmill, the spin, almost. Yeah, like not often do we show you, miss shot, but maybe we'll have to go back then and just see what comes up. That was nice. Maybe we'll wait till she hits one, because if she's got it in there, I know she can finish.
That's a little off target.
Well, we definitely won't replay that one. Let that one go. I will say, though, if I didn't shoot at least one, well, just one, hopefully, air ball, I had to get it out of my system early. After that, I knew it was going to be a good game.
What's you doing in pregame?
It doesn't count. It has to be in the moment so everybody can see. Oh, can she shoot? And then you got to come back and prove yourself after that.
5-2 lead for DME Academy, nearly a steal. Ibaka with the basketball. Battle. Power dribble.
Yes.
Pass to Okiki. Can't get it to fall. Spinner with the rebound. Jordan Jackson thought about the three. Steps inside the line. And takes the long two.
That's Mika Dudley wanting to see pressure from her team. I know what she's saying, the same thing that I'm saying to you and thinking is it is about guard pressure first before you're defending the post.
Destoons outside, battle three. Okiki inside, cannot stop her.
What do you do about that? A legit rebound, no over the back, just hustle and height to get that one done.
She had 11 points, 9 rebounds, 5 of them of the offensive variety in the win over Long Island Lutheran yesterday. Good pass inside and off the glass is in for Riley Spinner, the sophomore forward. Has some mid-major offers to her name.
Yeah, a player that Coach Dudley says is ready to step up. She's had limited minutes, but her defense has really shined.
Ibaka dribbling along the baseline. That one gets pilfered away. Carlton. You saw McCullough wanted that basketball. Instead, Denver Carlton, who committed to Fordham, puts it off the glass. St. James with the lead.
Yeah, an athletic scorer with some speed, as you just saw.
Good early action in the morning game. A tie-up and possession arrow going to St. James. Kind of hit the skids late toward the end of the season. Probably cost them a home game, hosting the home first and second rounds. Had to go to North Carolina. Wound up losing that. And there were some, Brenda Freeze dealt with a lot of injuries this season and had a lot of youth and players stepping into unknown territory and roles they weren't expecting. So expect a big resurgence next year.
And of course the viral moment with, her and Alucia Kanawa just having that conversation. Brenda Freeze telling her how much she believes in her, but giving that power to Lucci, who says, hey coach, I want to be coached hard. Jordan Jackson gives me those same kind of vibes.
Good defense from behind by Tamani Harris, but there is a foul there. And you're right, as coaches, you got to know your players, and being able to coach them hard begins with trust. Brenda Freeze has formed a lot of that over the years. So look at the foul there on Shakai Destoons. Ashley McCullough, number 46 in the SC Next Super 60, the 4-star junior. This is the free throw tonight. ESPN is the home of the women's Final Four. South Carolina.
After these day games to get ready, seated, popcorn hot and fresh. For a good matchup.
That is one of the best parts of covering this event. You get to see these games, call these games, and then, oh, here's Okiki. OKK finds that one underneath. 1-point lead for DME. We're going the other way.
There we go.
Ashley McCullough says I can do that as well.
I like the speed. Both teams trying to get out, play with some pace and pressure. This is the kind of basketball championship form we love to see.
This is the Spider-Man meme. They're looking at each other in the mirror here.
Oh,
pass inside again to Okiki. Gigi Battle winning the war on that possession. 8 points for Okiki.
Yeah, Tamika Dudley over there saying, like, don't leave her. You got to stay in front for passes like that, although you can just pop it up. Okiki can really get up there. In fact, she can dunk with 2 hands and has a 6'8" wingspan.
I want to see it today.
That's the web of a Spider Woman right there.
Right. Jackson way off.
There you go.
Third rebound of the day by Okiki. Look at her running the floor. What a luxury to have Okiki. Coach Gottlieb will love that at USC next season. Okiki sets the screen for Destunes. Oh, what a pass outside. Extra pass to Harris. Harris inside. Can't get that one to fall. Jackson the rebound. 2-on-2 the other way. Jackson, pull up, tough shot. Rebound, Okiki.
Good transition defense from DME. That is something that Coach Panaggio talked about. We have to have transition defense and deal with their talent.
Less than a minute to go here in this first quarter. Okiki driving all the way, but it was McCullough with a hand in the way. And a foul. Can't lose Okiki. She's easy to find.
She's a nice big target for these guards. Under pressure, no problem. Battle and Okiki are eye to eye. Like, they have that great chemistry. High-low passing, wing pass, and you have to have a good guard. You have to have a post who knows how to get and stay in position. Like, Matt, I'm watching her set screens. She gets over there, she stays still. That is a skill that post players sometimes take a long time to acquire because they're so pressed on getting that screen and then moving.
Good defense there by Denver. Carl Destunes, who committed to Rutgers yesterday outside. Three good! Tamani Harris, the junior, top 60 player in the junior class, with mid-major and some high-major offers all over the map. Jordan Jackson finds baseline. Okiki was there. And we'll see if they call the foul on her.
Back to that Tamani Harris, three-pointer by the 5'9" junior guard. Drive and dish, I love it. You got to draw the defense down to you, and then you got to find the open player. And the unselfish play of the DME guards has been facilitating their post game, their inside-out game. I love the way that they're moving and sharing the ball.
Jordan Jackson with 3 points. The Maryland signee, Gatorade Player of the Year a season ago. Coach just loves the way that she gets her players and her teammates involved. A big growth area for her.
She wants to be an FBI agent, right? So you already know she's going to be in charge. Little Clarice Sterling. Love it.
Nearly stolen away. 8 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Okiki, no kick this time. Instead, rejected, goes out of bounds. Jordan Jackson with some good defense. 3.3 on the clock.
Yeah, Jackson's undersized, but strength-wise, she is willing to compete with Okiki. I think it's a good adjustment from Tamika Dudley.
That's 6'1" against 6'4". As the five stars are matched up against each other. Okiki calling for it. Destunes inbounds. Destunes, 3 at the buzzer, no. And that will do it for the first quarter of play. Both teams shooting better than 35% from state for a while. There was a coaching change there in Happy Valley. She reopened her commitment recently and committed to Rutgers, a school that's been on her for a while. She is looking forward to bringing Rutgers back, a program that's been in high places before.
Yeah, it really has, and I love the way that she approaches the game. It's the right way. You know, she plays to get her teammates involved, yet she can also score and she can defend. Let's go.
There we go. Making us all look good. Oh, no, don't do that. McCullough going the other way. The step through and draws the foul.
Wow, she is strong, isn't she? I love watching the ball in her hands and an open floor. So active, too. So let's go back to first defense transitioning to offense. That Euro, so powerful, taking a couple defenders with her on her way to the rim.
Ashley McCullough had 10 blocks against IMG, DePaul, and Springfield.
And already offers from LSU, comes out of New York City Public School League, and now at St. James. I really like her game, kind of that stretch four, really, really athletic, big.
Tied at 14 here in the second quarter. Bolus and Westtown coming up next here on ESPN2, the other semifinal here at Chipotle Nationals. High-level players, the future of college basketball on the floor right now. Trinity Boone turned 17 last month. Looking inside, that's a tough feed. There were two players right around Okiki. In some way, somehow, there was no St. James Performance Academy player getting it.
Again, you have to go back to pressuring the guards. So you have to make that lane, that window just really difficult. And while St. James is sending two defenders to guard Okiki, you have to have the guards really be a problem. It's tough enough to box her out.
Fighting it with Carlton. That's 6'4" against 5'10". The advantage 5'10". Kiki with 8 points to lead all scorers so far. 8 points, 4 rebounds, game highs in both. Ginger checking into the game. That three ball is good from Gigi Banks. Top 5 player in the junior class. That's the SC Next Super 60, the number 2 point guard.
Yeah, Coach talks about how smart she is, a dynamic and quick player. Always got her hands up, ready to shoot the ball. A lot of schools looking at her, LSU, Texas, South Carolina, and North Carolina.
Foul on McCullough. That'll be her second. As Gigi Battle will head to the free throw line. How about the other Gigi?
Yeah, Gigi Battle getting free here. Again, with the quick hands, ready with the footwork, the nice finish and follow through. Versatility to her game as well.
Check that, the foul is on Denver Carlton. That is her first. See other teams filtering in. We've got Bolus and Westtown coming our way for the second semifinal. Gigi Battle. Love that they announced she's headed to Indiana. Got the hometown crowd here. It's 80 miles away from Bloomington here in Fishers, Indiana. Terry Morin. But it was a rough year for Indiana. An aberration, if you will, for the Hoosiers this season.
Yeah, Indiana will be back in the game next year, especially getting a player like Gigi. She's just somebody who can do so many things. Speaking of, more versatility from McCullough.
A 9-1 run for the Strivers of St. James Academy, and a turnover. Oh, and a foul whistle. No one wearing Strivers uniforms agreeing with that call.
Michaela Cavalcanti getting defended big time in the double. Oh, I don't know about the call.
Second foul on Gigi Banks. Gigi Battle with the bucket.
There's just no wasted movements, dribbles with her. She's very determined and knows what type of game plan she wants to execute.
Gigi Banks, number 2 point guard. She's it out to Carlton. Carlton, dribble handoff here to Banks. Banks trying to get through. Nice play there by Battle. A battle of the Gigis won by Battle. Here's Tamani Harris outside to Battle. Okiki.
You just see the massive size difference down low. And without Jordan Jackson on her consistently on defense, you are asking Lanaya Ginger, a 6'1" freshman, to do the work. She's physical off the bench, but she is not Jordan Jackson.
How about Okiki with the steal? Desdunes inside, Battle the bucket. DME up 2.
A quick run for St. James, evaporated just like that. Here comes DME.
Great matchup between 2 fantastic schools. And how about that steal? Tamani Harris. Timeout. 8-0 run for D.
From Madrid again, so without.
Ooh, Desdunes coming up hobbling.
Yeah.
Desdunes is out near midcourt. Long shot there by Harris, and I think Desdunes wants to come out right now.
Yeah,
we'll see DME calls a timeout here, and she just commits the foul, so she can come out. Edith Rutger is with us yesterday. Clearly rolled an ankle. Let's watch. Yeah.
Yeah, that's tough. You know, immediately able to get back up and stay on it till she gets out. But yeah, already getting checked out by the training staff. Yeah, that does not feel good. Been there too many times. Hopefully she's able to get it taped up. She's taking her shoe off right now. Going to get attended to by the training staff.
Yeah, she had 17 points yesterday. She's a critical part of this offense for DME, which has a 4-point lead. So mark that. Hopefully she'll be able to come back as she's tended to. But her team with a 4-point lead in the steal by Jordan Jackson. Trying to give that up, but looked a little too late. Battle, and now the foul on Jackson. Tried to do a little too much on that breakaway on the 1-on-2.
Yeah, she got stuck on the right side, and you can see she was trying to pull it back over to do the Euro step. A good defense by Michaela Cavalcanti. This is why, though, you need Jordan Jackson in the game. Defense mentality. You see, she was trying to get a handle on it so she could bring it back to the middle, but just lost the ball and the quick hands. GG Battle right there once again.
Desdunes getting taped up there in the far corner. Cavalcanti to Battle. Swing pass. Harris. DME 1 for 8 from 3 so far. St. James 1 for 5, so a combined 2 for 13. As you see Tessa Gladio come in, a senior who's signed with UMass, had 2 points yesterday. 4-point lead for the team from Florida. G. Banks stolen away by GG Battle. Jackson didn't even want to contest that, didn't want to get a foul, and instead, Battle still misses, and it'll be St. James basketball.
Yeah, break for St. James, certainly there. You avoid the foul, you get the ball back, missed shot. You know, what can they do? It feels like DME has taken control of this basketball game, so St. James gonna have to establish a really good possession here. Get a quality shot at the very least.
Or Jackson defended by Battle, inside to McCullough. Here's Denver Carlton, left-handed pass inside to Spinner. Can't get the bank in. McCullough, yes, she's been all over this game. Top 50 junior.
Yeah, she and Jordan Jackson doing some work on the boards, on defense, and providing the scoring that St. James Academy desperately needs.
McCullough with 10 points. That ties the game high. And how about the steal from Spinner? Spinner, left hand, no. Banks, oh, nearly got that one to go, but draws the foul. Ashley McCullough, number 46 in the SC Next Super 60, the 4-star in double figures.
Yeah, that stretch 4, as we were mentioning, and you love what comes with the stretch 4. Athleticism, a gift for rebounding, and what she can do after she gets that board. You see just a spin move, quick, powerful footwork, and she can elevate.
2-point lead for DME Academy. Drew Carlton comes in. And her sister Denver Carlton checking out. ESPN home of the women's Final Four. We've got all 4 1 seeds and the same 4 teams from last year. South Carolina and UConn, Texas and UCLA. Pregame coverage at 6 Eastern. Courtside presentation on ESPN2 and the ESPN app. Different matchups though this time. It was UCLA UConn last year in the semifinal. UCLA and Texas instead. A rematch of a game earlier this year. Texas handing UCLA their only loss.
Well, just terrific matchups. I mean, the best teams really did make it here, right? UConn's still undefeated, so I have them as the favorite, but certainly feel like South Carolina's roster is at its best to find this matchup.
Cavalcanti steps into the 3. 3 points yesterday for Cavalcanti, and 3 points today.
So focused on Okiki, so focused on Battle that Cavalcanti can move quickly into space, and oh yeah, she can shoot the 3. And Panagio loves the way that she manages the pressure of the game.
How about Battle diving for that loose ball? Cavalcanti, step back. And a rebound here for Jackson. Jackson looking ahead. It's McCullough, goes off her fingertips. And it will go back to DME Academy. Cavalcanti, rhythm 3.
I like a point guard who can shoot, and I like that they make the extra pass. Steps right into it, a rhythm shot for them. And momentum as they build a lead here, just 4. I'm glad that we have a close game. You know, both these teams so competitive to start off the morning.
Me too. We'll talk about more of that at halftime. Second quarter, St. James Academy with 7 turnovers. They had no turnovers in the first quarter. Gladio trapped, gets this one out. Oh, what a pass. Outside, extra pass, Cavalcanti. A cavalcade of 3.
Man, she's got a great looking shot, doesn't she? Rainbow with the rotation.
The largest lead for either team today. Neither team had led by more than 4. It's now a 7-point lead for DME as Cavalcanti steps out of bounds. Excuse me. That is Tamani Harris, but Mika Cavalcanti turns 18 on Sunday.
Well, get it done from a 3-point land today. And again, not somebody maybe that stands out a ton on the scouting report, but you have to keep your eye on her. And now you got to show her respect. You better body up.
5 seconds on the shot clock. GG Banks kicks it outside. 3 ball, gotta have it, no. And now 15 seconds to go in the half. DME Academy likely holding for one here. Cavalcanti has hit a couple of 3s. She's got the basketball. Battle with 3, 2, step through. No good. But a nice finish to the half. DME starting with the basketball. GG Battle kicks it out. 3 ball is good. Michaela Cavalcanti. Cavalcanti 3.
They have got to get out there. That's the 3rd time I've seen an unguarded Cavalcanti 3, and she's going to take advantage.
Largest lead of the day for either team. It's a 10-point margin. Nice pass inside. McCalla. Actually, that's Lee Williams gets the bucket to go. She is signed to play for Radford in the Big South. Battle draws the double. The roll there from Okiki. See Okiki get a little closer to the basket on that
I
shot?
was hoping for a 2-handed dunk, to be honest with you. Yeah, I think she could get closer. You know, there's no reason to rush the shot. I was about to put you in front of me, take a charge, just right there, just so you know. But yeah, you're right. She's good off the screen and roll, but the extra pass to the wide open 3 from Cavalcanti. This has been one of the biggest difference makers for this team today, is having the guards who can also score in addition to Battle, in addition to Okiki. It's a well-rounded lineup.
Gastoons cross-court feed to Battle. Wide open 3, no. Strong rebound by McCalla. The Strivers here. Jordan Jackson, fairly quiet first half for the 5-star. GG Banks, nope. Double team there and a timeout for DME as we saw GG Battle trapped there in the corner. We'll hit a break. It's Chipotle Nationals, the first of 2 semifinals today.
What does coming home to the
Time it is. Got to fuel up, little lady.
I was going to say, it's a little too young to be following on TikTok, downloading the.
You never know. You can't start NIL too early these days, to be honest. Just trying to get her brand name up.
8-point lead for DME Academy. Out of Daytona Beach inside Okiki, trying to get her more involved. How's that not a jump ball?
Okay, right, thank you. I'm like, hello.
Possession arrow going to St. James. They've done a pretty good job of defending her despite her lack of her size advantage.
Yeah, Tamika Dudley said they were going to throw a couple defenders at her, continue to switch. You see Jordan Jackson, number 5, able to body up with her physically, with that height difference. It is drastic, you can see it. And now DME playing some zone. Ooh, good pass in the back line.
Pass inside. Yep. Oh, and steps from Ashley McCalla. Boy, they handled that zone so well and had a bunny.
You need that shot right there. Look at baseline, short corner. That is always open against the zone. Getting Okiki off the floor, but the extra steps.
Cavalcanti drawing the double, passes it ahead. Gladio, and Okiki was wide open under the hoop. And a foul here on the play. That is on Gigi Battle, and that is her first.
Gigi Battle, first of all.
Kiki was standing there. Give me the basketball.
Yeah.
I'm there. You can't miss me.
St. James got away with one again that time. What can they do though to convert when they're getting these doors and these windows of opportunity? You got to come back and convert on the offensive end as well.
Gigi Banks, a quiet first half. Same with Jackson. Jordan Jackson misses there, trying to save it. Instead, it gets the DME.
That was a good set call by Tamika Dudley, trying to get Jordan Jackson off the screen, pull up jumper in rhythm.
Destin's known, a rebound by McCullough. Gigi Banks pushing it ahead, and a foul, and that will be on Cavalcanti. That is her first. Floor general for DME Academy. Great job of managing the games, mid-major offers there. Idaho, East Carolina as well.
And honestly, they might step up after a performance like today, right?
Tough shot, McCullough. Lee Williams was there cutting to the hoop. McCullough took it herself. Cavalcanti gets it ahead to Destoon. Okiki wide open. Defender Jackson fell, and Okiki had nothing in her way. 10-point lead.
Tells you the power of leverage, right? Okiki's posting up. Jackson's doing everything she can to push her out of position, and then boom, one step of her footwork away from the defender. She's got a free layup.
Jackson
Defense.
lost it on the way up. That's great defense by Gigi Battle.
And you see Jordan Jackson trying to impose her will in this game, be the leader and scorer she is, and has lost the handle on the ball a couple times today, but the quick hands too certainly don't help.
Harris, great feed to Okiki. 12-point lead and 14 for Okiki.
Yeah, you see just the emotions of the St. James team getting frustrated. Trying to guard Okiki is tough, but trying to do it against a press where she can move, read behind the defensive line, and get herself open. That's next level.
Gigi Banks, stutter step, shot off glass. That's
nice.
pretty smooth. Gigi Banks, 6 points so far today. Been a struggle as St. James has missed 19 of their 29 attempts. Desdunes able to create it on the offensive rebound. Battle loses it. Banks, the bounce feed into traffic to McCullough. McCullough, no. And they want a foul, and it's going the other way. And it looks like Cavalcanti was hit in the face.
Honestly, there was two players from DME. Gigi Battle got hit in the face to start the play, and then Cavalcanti, who's down on the floor now, also took a shot. This game definitely got physical.
And Lee Williams was, as the ball went out of bounds, Lee Williams from St. James was saying, how's that not a foul on her? Crashing into me. A lot happening here.
Yeah.
Pile up on the turnpike.
Oh, it's a battle underneath, and it looks like Cavalcanti may have taken a swipe before this, maybe right there.
On the hook.
Oh, right there. Yep, the last part. Just the incidental contact from Lee Williams.
10-point lead, less than 4 minutes to go here in this third quarter. It's the semifinals of Chipotle Nationals. The winner will take on either the winner of our second semifinal between Bullis and Westtown. That goes out of bounds. And we'll head to St. James as Gigi Banks wanted a foul. Very physical game. You see Denver Carlton saying, calm down, let's go.
Got to do that, because as your emotions rise up, it does not help you concentrate, get back in this game, especially with a 10-point deficit. Got to do everything you can to stay emotionally set.
Senior calming down the junior. There's Gigi Banks, top 5 player in the junior class, trying to make something happen. Off balance, off platform. No, Destoon's the rebound. Okiki trying to post up Jackson, instead sets a screen for Cavalcanti. Okiki demanding it, but a double will be there on the catch. Instead, it's McCullough with the catch. 2-on-1, McCullough, right hand, yeah!
She's dynamic, isn't she? I mean, she's got such a passion for defense. So many coaches gonna want to see that exact same type of play, and that might be the momentum that St. James needs to get back in this one.
The 4-star junior, here's Okiki, the future 5-star senior. The Destoons. Harris. Okiki boxing out Jackson, yeah!
Not much you can do, but Jordan Jackson trying to say, hey, she's holding my arm down to get that rebound. Okiki is so incredibly strong.
What a game so far. 16 points for Okiki. Gotta have it. Not getting it. Jackson tried for the rebound. Instead, it's Battle. DME. DME running into him. Battle with the collision as Lee Williams draws the offensive foul. That's the second on Battle.
Let's go back to this DME. Offense and then defense by St. James. McCullough out the open floor is so creative.
10-point lead for the Volts out of Daytona Beach. The Strivers out of Springfield in white. Gigi Banks, a quiet day, gets that one poked away. Another turnover. Even numbers, Cavalcanti. Lob pass into Okiki, a little too lazy. McCullough looking ahead, that one's turned. We're running suicides. Kamani Harris gonna slow things out, back it out to Destoon.
Yeah, no need for DME to rush the offense right now. They're in complete control. They can get the shot they want.
Battle, backing down Carlton. The Indiana signee playing here in suburban Indianapolis. Gigi Battle, number 32 in the SC Next 100. It's the second foul on Denver Carlton. And Naismith, honorable mention, work ethic, everything you ask for, according to her head coach. UFL Week 2 schedule continues Saturday night with the Storm hosting the Kings at 8 Eastern on ESPN and the ESPN app. And then Sunday, 6 Eastern on NFL Network, it's the Stallions taking on the Gamblers. A little more than a minute left here. Important minute and change here for the Strivers.
Yeah, if they want to make any type of move here in this game, they need to get the rest of this possession out with a good shot. That's not what they want.
That's a crazy shot there by Gigi Banks. Okiki looking out to Harris, finds the cutting battle. That's how you do it.
I don't know where that play was going to end up. Okiki in the open floor. We're all hoping.
We're pirouetting here. Watch Okiki. Yeah, I'll go here. We'll go there, and we'll put it in here.
I like it. Less dribbles, more passing. Your post player leading the break. Come on. Everything working well for DME.
Third foul on Gigi Banks. It's Gigi Battle that is getting it done here today. She has really left an impression here. Headed to Indiana to play for Terry Morin. Had 6 points in the first half. A bucket here in the second half. Quick free throw regimen. And now their largest lead is 14. DME just a quarter away from a date in the championship tomorrow and an offensive foul. Lanaya Ginger checks in and commits the offensive foul. That's her second.
The illegal screen. Now, elbows out, little wing action. But Cavalcanti also sold it. That certainly helps get the whistle blown. She's a smart player. I would do the same thing. I'd be extra dramatic about it, too.
Oh, poked free. Gigi Banks creating a defense to offense. 3-second differential between the shot and the game clock. DME should hold here. Here's Destoons bouncing it off the toe. The press here and some travel from Destoons. Could ill afford to have that happen. They were about to go into the locker room with at least a 14-point lead. Now could be single digits.
Yeah, heading into the fourth quarter with this 12-point lead is a big deal for them because you want to keep that double-digit lead. You don't want to give St. James the opportunity to regain that momentum on any possession, right? It's like you got it down. Now you want to step on their necks, end this game, and get yourself to the finals.
You had a 14-point lead. There was a steal. Then it was 12. And now you got a turnover. Now you got a foul. And that is 3 on Gigi Battle.
Well, we saw Luhai come back late in the game, right? So for DME, I'm sure they're getting a little bit of tightness thinking about yesterday. And saying, hey, we got to make sure we keep this lead and stay locked in and focused.
Ashley McCollum, one of the top players in the junior class, gets that to go. That's a big bucket. Trims it to 10 with 10 seconds to go in the third quarter. Destoons, the recent Rutgers commit, no, and that will do it for the third quarter. St. James 3 and 14 turnovers as Jordan Jackson begins the fourth quarter on the bench.
Well, you can live with some missed threes, but what you can't live with is the turnovers because those don't even turn into field goal attempts, right? Those are wasted possessions.
I got to think they'll get Jackson in as soon as possible here. Cavalcanti raining threes! She turns 18 on Easter Sunday. She's having herself a good Friday.
Come on, I mean, shooting so high, almost knocking the speakers off the ceiling in this building.
Tipped away by Battle, and this thing's getting away from St. James.
And the timely threes, right? She's not taken a three that's not been wide open for her without a couple passes within the workings of the offense.
GG Battle. Rebound Carlton. Strivers need some buckets and some stops, preferably consecutively. GG Banks, 5-star junior, with the basketball. Pass tipped away, and Destoons with it. The Rutgers commit outside. Oh, Cavalcanti, the extra pass. Oh boy! Look out, Chipotle Nationals Championship. Here comes DME.
From that, it's been a day full of them.
Sister miscommunication, Drew in Denver. That was a 17th turnover, and now nearly another one. Destoons turns that one over. Sloppy here. Got a cleanup at Chipotle. Some queso on the floor.
Queso, sour cream. We're going to need a few more Tide Pods. Yeah. Those Chipotle burritos are wrapped pretty tight, so not often you see the spillage, but yeah, St. James got to get it together. Jordan Jackson helping them do it.
He puts it in the bowl. Jackson, that's a five-star senior. Signed with Maryland. Stops and buckets for St. James. Cavalcanti says, I can shoot the three. I can nearly put it in. She'll go to the free throw line. Boy, when you have to respect from the perimeter, and then you give a little pump and drive to the hoop.
Yeah, sometimes it's good to be undersized. 5'6", nobody can get as low as you, so you are quick off the bounce. You're right. When you respect the three, just give them a little hezzy. Sometimes all it takes, too, is eye contact and blow right by her.
Think of the 17-year-old hoping to celebrate her 18th birthday with the Chipotle Nationals Championship and getting some help from her teammates. How about GG Battle winning that battle of the glass, left hand, yeah!
We had the whole circle situation. That was an around-the-world bucket for Gigi Battle.
14 points for Gigi Battle. 3 players in double figures. And that kind of day for Jackson. She will go to the free throw line. 16-point margin.
First on the ball.
Jordan Jackson, formerly at Sidwell Friends with Coach Tamika Dudley. Came to St. James with the head coach. ESPN, the home of the women's Final Four. All 4 at once at South Carolina and UConn at 7 Eastern. Texas taking on UCLA. Sarah Strong, she was at Chipotle Nationals a couple of short years ago. She was outstanding. I think she had 65 points in one game.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Great to call her. She announced her commitment to UConn right here. You were a part of that.
Yes, absolutely. As soon as that jacket was revealed, her teammates tackled her, pushed the backdrop down. We had a whole day. Sarah Strong was strong, even during her announcement, and has just continued to shine at UConn.
National championship, looking to win another one.
And
5 minutes to go before one of these teams will play for a national championship tomorrow. Westtown and Bullis, Pennsylvania and Maryland going toe-to-toe right after we're done here at noon Eastern on ESPN2. And then 2 boys games later on today. Drew Carlton with the steal. Harris gets it right back. Okiki, 18 points.
saving the legs for tomorrow's dunk.
Oh no! Jordan Jackson slipped and fell twice, and Destoon puts it in. Jackson fell once, tried to get up and fell again. Did not see one of your banana peels that you from the banana you ate yesterday.
Well, I brought my own today. It did get thrown away. I don't see any out there either. But it almost looks like St. James caught a cramp early in this game and has not recovered since. Jackson slipping on the floor. St. James just looks out of sorts. It's the turnover, plus you're trying to rush and press and get back in this game, and it's leading to more rush shots. Turnovers, missed defensive assignments. Frustrating day for St. James.
Nice bucket there by Lanaya Ginger, the freshman. The future's bright for her. Getting some action here today and getting a bucket. For St. James, it has been certainly a growing experience as Jackson picks up the foul. Tamika Dudley saying that, early on, we just couldn't even do a drill. We had some players that wouldn't necessarily play on a high-level national team, but forming this team, now the kids are getting into it. They're talking, they know what to say, know what to do. This program is only going to get better.
Yeah, and it's a program where Tamika Dudley has success. We've seen what she's done in high school basketball, and so it's only a matter of time. Maybe a few more players with the success she had at Sidwell Friends is going to transfer that over to St. James. But she did tell us, we play fast, but getting our turnovers under control is our goal. We have this Achilles heel, and it's adversity. And so we've seen how they've responded to a bit of adversity today. DME really put the pedal down and got this game out of reach in the third quarter, really.
Three ball is good. Denver Carlton, just the second made three for St. James today.
And do they have one more push? Can they get it together and stay organized?
Pass to the middle of the floor for Battle.
And we saw Lehigh make a furious run yesterday in the fourth.
Okiki doubled. And the rebound here, poke free, Carlton has it.
Good help side defense. Jordan Jackson right there on the catch to defend the shot.
Jordan Jackson through the legs. Lost it, staying here, and a foul called by the official away from the play. That will be on DME. That's on Tamani Harris, her first.
Jordan Jackson Again, quick angles, quick handles, and gets the swipe there. Cavalcanti going to make a call for the foul.
Jordan Jackson, Coach Tamika Dudley, been coaching her for all 4 years from Sidwell Friends here to St. James Performance Academy. That her emotional maturity has ascended. So first came to Sidwell, sometimes she'd cry for either no reason or some reasons. But she's gotten some emotional maturity, and now might be a foul as Jackson shrugs her shoulders there a little bit. That will be on her.
You know what's hard about emotional maturity is not necessarily a skill you can just go in the gym and work on. You just got to suck it up after a tough loss or some criticism from your coach. It's great to see where she's come.
Harris inside, off glass, no. Just quick shots here, allowing St. James Academy, Lee Williams to run. Here's Jackson. That would have been actually a very important shot. Here's McCullough inside, and yes! Ginger with the bucket, a 9-0 run for the Strivers. 9-point margin. DME Academy had a sizable lead yesterday. Clock them on losing the game. Well, here they have battled back to within 9 points. Nearly another turnover. Here's Destoons. Finds Battle. Battle to Okiki. Okiki off glass and in. That's 20 points for Sarah Okiki to go along with 7 rebounds.
And that's where DME needs to get the ball inside. Every possession if they can. Slow it down, no need. St. James is going to make you try to play rush if they can.
Tough shot for Jackson at the other end. Just trying to do a lot here to get her team back in it. Jordan Jackson, 2 of 9 from the floor with 10 points. Number 5 in white. Number 24 in black is Gigi Battle. She's had her. Oh, who's it going to be on? Kiki. That is her 4th foul.
Screen and roll. Okiki going to slip. Yeah, the pass there, but immediately met with the defensive double team from Lee Williams, who's able to help draw that foul from Okiki.
Timeout for St. James, down by 11 with 2:09 to go. So the girls, first of 2 semifinals. We got a couple of semifinals.
DNA
Must have got it from the mom.
Definitely.
11-point lead.
I'm gonna let you tell him.
For DME, I'll see you later. Gigi Banks, just an ill-advised pass. And I tell you, Stur Ubaka, who's headed to Vanderbilt, hasn't played a ton today. She's been playing with a stress fracture recently, but she has made impact plays start to finish.
Well, that sounds like a Vandy player, right? Efficient no matter what.
And I gave her kudos, and she commits the offensive foul.
That's okay.
That's on me. That's on me.
Hey, she's just trying to play aggressive out there, make her mark. Yeah, we won't give you the broadcaster jinx for this one.
It's a wide base, right?
That's a foul?
Well, maybe it was
That
because
wasn't a foul.
the legs were
No.
a little outside the shoulder.
Outside the shoulders, I guess. Okay, nobody can set a solid screen anymore? Okay.
Are those rhetorical questions?
That was changed to number 12, Sarah Hawkins.
Well, A for effort in my book. I don't think Shay Ralph would be mad about that either. Set a wide screen, solid screen.
Not at all.
Yeah. We saw Olivia Jones yesterday, who will be headed to Vanderbilt, her teammate.
Jackson, high off the glass, tough shot. Rebound, foul inside. I believe that would be on Ibaka. So both teams in the bonus here. Clock stops. Couple of free throws can pull to within 9.
Yeah, you have to get quick turnovers, right? Got to hit these free throws, set up for the press. The worst thing you can do is allow the clock to run. If you're St. James, you just need this clock stopped however you need it.
Lee Williams at the line. Daughter of Doug Williams. Great athlete in his day. Sister Laura plays at USC. Very athletic family. Hits the free throws. It's a 9-point game. Okiki coming back in with those 4 fouls. St. James pressing. Destoons trying to break it. Finds the sideline. And a turnover. Nearly going the other way. A jump ball. Possession arrow going to the Strivers. St. James with 1 timeout left. Same with DME Academy.
Games matter with the 50-50 ball, and St. James not going away. Everybody getting on the floor. Poor Cavalcanti had a whole body on top of her. Now Banks going after that ball, and those two get tangled up again. It's been an incredibly physical game. Just see St. James at 11-2 run over these last 3 minutes. I don't know if they have enough time, even if they continue this run, to get back.
McCullough with the handoff to Jackson. Jackson can't get that one to fall. Denver Carlton outside. Here's GG Banks.
Good pass.
Gotta have this one. And a rebound. Cavalcanti. Oh, nearly a double dribble. Thought that was going to be called. Instead, Destoons to Okiki, and that should do it. 22 points for Okiki. And a carry by Banks. "20 turnovers for St. James."
Now the passion from the point guard, 5'6" junior, now from Brazil, and managing the game. Yes, that's the look of managing a game right there. The excitement of getting a defensive turnover.
Kiki inside. How about that good defense there by Lee Williams? And this will go to St. James. So Kiki says, "I fell, it hurt. How is that not a foul?" Oh yeah, had some arm there.
Pulled on the left arm, big time.
Oh.
Yeah, Kiki landed on the right elbow. That was scary.
Jordan Jackson, the 5-star senior, headed to Maryland, flips it inside to McCullough. Those bunnies have been the death knell for St. James.
Yeah, a lot of missed close shots. And that's unfortunate for a team like St. James, who has so much talent. You see these shots not go through, plus the turnovers, and it's kind of that look of frustration saying, hey, we know we're better than this. Our best did not show up on the floor today.
38% from the floor today. St. James. Just 2 for 9 from 3 as well. And 21 turnovers. Hasn't really been clean either way. 40 combined turnovers between these two teams. They'll have to get some Tide and clean that up for tomorrow.
You might want to get the Ultra Boost for that.
10-point game, 23 seconds to go. DME have to hit some free throws here to put this one away.
Number 3, Giselle Banks for third. Team number 5 on St. James bolts down in the bonus. Tamani Harris, shooting 2.
Tamani Harris, top 60 player in the Super 60. Offers from some major conference and mid-major schools. Coming up in our second game, Westtown. Good to see some highly rated players as well, including for Bolus, Ivana Wilson Maniaka, who's headed to Indiana. Had 22 points and 21 rebounds yesterday. Looking forward to that matchup at noon Eastern.
And Indiana is looking forward to her and GG Battle taking the floor next season. Late bucket, Paula understands, probably not going to help too much. Certainly a competitor. Will be back next year.
See Westtown ready to take the floor. And with 10 seconds to go and a 10-point margin, St. James not giving up, but they will hold. DME Academy wins the semifinal, a win away from a championship.
That is well done. Really good team performance across the board. The guards to O'Keefe.